speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the turkey bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter. Let's go.
Now Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Isaiah Pacheco, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Our game here, a Thanksgiving staple in Dallas dating back to 1966. It was Tex Schramm, the Cowboys GM, who wanted to drum up a little publicity. He drew 80,000 to the Cotton Bowl to see the Cowboys beat the Browns that year in '66. And a tradition was born and has only grown in love and passion over the years. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
46.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing, Jones. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Keenan Allen, 41 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
On 1st down, Jones. Left side, he's got Robinson. Through one corner, 14-7 our score. Second and 9 from the 44. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll run on the draw. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott, man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. Take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try and run for it. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones now on 3rd down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some room to work. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, 47. Who got 47? 26.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On play action, Prescott. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
46, 46.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Prescott on first down. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They go play action here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Dak. He's going to let it fly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 55 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants.
Wan'Dale Robinson, 56 yards. And the Giants use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
47. Here we go, 46.
Here's Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
So it's a win here for the Giants, and it's thanks in large part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whenever